Hello everyone, this is Telarasu, and today I have something a little bit different in mind from usual. This drawing was made for Soukoku Fluff Week back in February. So one of the prompts of the sixth day was post-canon, and I was just like, alright, I could probably just make them something like we're old friends or something, like after everything ends. And I ended up making a whole story about this in my mind while I was drawing it because it was taking me very long, because I actually liked how it was coming out. So it was like, we're going to do this properly, we're going to make a proper drawing. And yeah, so I made the whole story, and I would like to talk about this a bit because people asked me about it and they seemed interested in it. So I'm not going to write about it, most probably. So just like, let's talk about this. Okay, so in this new fantasy of mine, this is set when they are around, let's say 40, yeah, around there. So in this, Chuuya is the mafia boss already. He's become the mafia boss. Mori has retired, preferably not died. He's just retired. And I mean, Fukuzawa has also retired, but well, the leader of the agency is Kunkidan, not Dazai. So yeah. Alright, so I thought that Tsuya would start dressing less extra because he's older, he's matured a bit, and he follows after Mori's policy to wear that red scarf. I don't know, apparently it's a boss thing, so we're going to go with that. I'm going to get to the injuries part later, but so Dazai is kind of the advisor in the agency. I mean, he's doing the same thing that he's doing now, it's nothing different. But they have reached a point where they've reached the Fukumori point in canon, like, yes, we hate each other, but we're also friends, we're old friends. And, well, they still meet up occasionally, and nobody dares say anything, even if the head advisor of the agency and the poor mafia boss occasionally meet. Yeah, so about the injuries, I'm gonna start with Chuuya. Well, that hand was actually completely accidental. Like, my pre-sketch was bad, and I was like, okay, I don't know where to put the other hand. It's going to destroy this. Let's just make him not have a hand. And then this whole story started from that. So what I have in mind is that at some point Tsuya used corruption, and even with Dazai's help, he couldn't completely turn it off. And it stayed in one of his hands, like the marks stayed there, and they just wouldn't disappear at all, and he couldn't stop using gravity from that hand, even though he had his senses and all that, because Dazai was touching him. Like, his hand didn't respond. I don't know, it went out of control, and they had to cut it off. Like, they just cut it off. And I know that, they could just ask Yusano to fix him up, but they were, well, Dazai had the whole thing thought out, and then Mori came along and said, no, we shouldn't ask Yusano-kun to do this because corruption might also return if she returns his arm. So yeah, Tsuya has one arm now, and he's pretty cool with it. On the other hand, well, what I wanted to do with Dazai is that, first of all, that ponytail, it wasn't intentional, but I loved it. I was like, I should make him a different hairstyle. Like I ended up, although it's not that evident in Chuuya, but he has a ponytail as well. And I was like, well, I should do something with Dazai as well, and he also has a ponytail now. Cutie. So the most different thing about Dazai is that I wanted to show that he has reduced his suicide attempts. So his bandages are, it's not like he doesn't have any bandages left, but they're greatly decreased. Like you can see in his hands, it's only partial, and also at his neck, it doesn't go all the way down. At this point, he's just hiding scars there. And well, apart from that, I also wanted that scar on his face to mean something. Like I want to think that he got it while he was trying to save Chuuya from that ridiculous hand of his, like that corrupted hand. I'm going to call it corrupted hand. Okay. Yeah. So he has that very cool scar there on his cheek. The other scar on his arm, it's just an old suicide scar. I think it's that, I don't know, maybe he took it in a battle, nobody knows, but it's old, it's not... I imagine that he already has it in Canon, just he doesn't wear the bandage that high anymore. Yeah. As far as clothes go, I would like to say that with Chuuya, I kind of combined his beast clothes with Mori's clothes, with Dazai's clothes. I made a lot of combinations there. I want to note that I drew this before Stormbringer was out. If Stormbringer was out, the outfit might be completely different. But we've come up with this at this point, so yeah, we give it. As for Dazai, I had a little more trouble. Like Chuuya isn't wearing a vest, and I would like Dazai not to wear one either, because, you know, this is they're casually meeting up, having a date, but nobody says anything. And yeah. And I was like, what color should I make his shirt? And I just came up with pink for, I don't know for what reason, it just ended up like that. And I like it, I have to say I like it. I like it a lot. And I also didn't know what to do with his coat. I was like, he's still wearing a coat, but maybe I should change the color. And then I don't know why I chose blue, but it looks well. It looks nice with pink, like in my opinion. I'm not a fashion expert, but I liked it, so yeah. And another part that I totally wanted to draw, even without a vest, he's still wearing the love tie. And I don't know, I think that's... He's made some kind of... He started wearing that after Odasaku's death, and I think that he might have some kind of attachment to it, like when he got that, he decided on a new turn in life and wants to keep it that way. Yeah, something along those lines, I suppose. Yeah. So, what are they talking about? I just imagine them meeting up and talking about how they managed to protect Yokohama against one more danger. Like at this point, they're the elder ones. Like it's the kids that do all the work, but they are behind everything. And well, Chuuya still goes out to kick ass occasionally. I mean, who can keep him? And yeah, so they're talking about it, and I wanted to make them smiling because now they can properly smile with one another. They don't openly hate each other. They admit that they have some kind of fondness for each other. Yeah. And then came the question of where should they be and what should they do with the background. Well, obviously they're looking at the sea. the Yokohama Sea, ocean, whatever you want to call it. So I decided I would do a sky and maybe a sunset or something. And I have to say I'm also very satisfied with that. I wasn't expecting it to come out that nicely, but it did, and I'm proud of it. So at this point, I just really wanted to make this drawing very nice and like an anime. And yeah, I think I managed to do that somehow. I'm not sure. I mean, personally, I really like it. I drew this because I liked it. I didn't draw it for anyone else. I did it for myself, and I like the result, and that's all that matters. Well, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's all about this story. If I think more details up, I might write it at some point. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I would really like to hear your thoughts on this headcanon of mine, like post-canon thing. Post-canon headcanon, like post-headcanon, I don't know how to call it. Yeah, so if you have any comments or whatever, just let me know in the comments. Also, write down any post-canon headcanons that you guys have. I would like to hear what other people believe that will become Soukoku. And this is the end result. I hope you liked it. I like it as much as I like it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!